Hey everyone, and welcome to Shuriken Skills number 36 here in the Work Smarter Not Harder dojo with me, Tony Harmer, aka the Design Ninja. This week's Shuriken skill is to create a noise gradient to use when you're compositing in Photoshop. Of course, there's many uses for this, but very, very useful in compositing. Here I've got an Adobe stock image of a young chap pretending to be a superhero, and I'm going to add a new layer here. I'm then going to get my rectangular marquee tool, and I'm going to create a rectangular marquee like so, okay, in that region there, and then add that as a layer mask. So anything I do is only going to appear within that region. I'm going to click now to make sure that the pixels are active on that layer rather than the mask, and tap G to get my gradient tool. So what I want to do is come up here to the gradient selector, and rather than choosing a gradient from the list here, I'm going to click to create a gradient, and I'm going to change the type from solid to noise just here. Now you can tune a lot of things here, such as the roughness, as you can see just there. In fact, I think I'll go for about 60% just there, like so. And I can also tune the range of colors that are being used. So I want primarily ranges of red and blue. So I'm going to drag green out of the way like so. I'm going to add some transparency here so you can see various different bars appearing, and then just hit randomize until I've got something that kind of suits, and I think that one will work quite well. So I'm just going to give it a name. I'm just going to call that Whiz like so, and tap new here, and that's it. My gradient is added. I'll now close the editor there, and I'm going to use a linear gradient here, so from one end to the other, and I'm going to get my gradient and just drag downwards like so. I'm going to hold down shift, I think, to keep it constrained, and the gradient gets added like that. So of course I'm going to want to brush areas of this out, so I'll tap B to get my brush tool, and then make sure I'm working on the layer mask like so, and then with a nice big soft brush I can brush out the areas where I don't need it. And also, of course, if I wanted to, I could apply different filters and adjustments to this layer to change the way it looks. So I'd use various opacities of brush to actually model this. Okay, if I go for 70% here, for example, it wouldn't be so full on across the whole way like so, but that's something you can work with to your heart's content, because that's your Shuriken skill to practice this week. Don't forget, if you want to learn more even faster, then check out my courses on lynda.com and LinkedIn Learning. Please do subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications and feedback to me here or via Facebook or Twitter. But for now, we're done, and I'll see you next week for another Shuriken Skills episode. See ya.